Hello everyone. Welcome back to Easy English Explanation by Pooja Joshi. So here we will see the part 2nd Maria Sharapova, that is lesson number 8, Reach for the Top, NCERT book. But this is the second part. I have previously prepared two videos of first part, that is part 1, Santosh Yadav. So this is the first video of Maria Sharapova. That is the second part, Standard 9, BEEHIVE book, NCERT syllabus. So let's see. Maria Sharapova. As usual, I'll be reading it and then line to line the word meanings as well as the explanation will continue. Before you read, tell me that already we have studied about Santosh Yadav. So here's one more great personality like her. They have few resemblances, so they are taken in combined in one lesson, that is Reach for the Top. As the name suggests, this girl also has reached the top and secured the pinnacle of tennis. So let's see. Before you read, a Russian girl, Maria Sharapova, reached the summit of women's tennis when she was barely 18. As you read about her, see if you can draw a comparison between her and Santosh Yadav. Of course, yes. So here few match the followings are there. Words one side and one side the meanings. As you read, look for the answers to these questions. Why was Maria sent to the United States? Why didn't her mother go with her? What are her hobbies? What does she like? What motivates her to keep going? All these questions we have to find the answers while reading from the book. Surely we will get. There's something disarming about Maria Sharapova, something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire, and that something in her lifted her on Monday, 22nd August 2005 to world number 1 position in women's tennis. All this happened in almost no time. Poised beyond her years, the Siberian-born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. There's something like, now look for the explanation of these lines. There's something disarming about Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova is the name of our tennis player whom we will know about. Disarming means it is very attractive, some X factor, but still we do not agree with that easily. Let's see the meaning here. Somebody makes us like them, but still we found them mysterious. Still we find that they are mysteriously attractive, like very attractive. But still something is not matching. Whatever we have expected, they are different. Here the meaning, making someone like you, especially when they had not expected to. Let's see further. Something at odds with her ready smile and glamorous attire. Something at odd. Odd means we are having some different opinion and other is having some different opinion. We are not okay with the other's views. Some disagreement is there. So something was there at odds with her glamorous attire, very fashionable attire. Attire means the clothes, especially very fine or worn in some party type gowns and like that. Formal attire, very nice dresses, fashionable dresses. There was something different in her looks and her attire. And that something, that is the X factors, one special factor which was different from others, that made her lift up to the pinnacle of tennis on the date 22nd August, Monday 2005, to the world number 1 position and made her the world's number 1 position in women's tennis. All this happened in almost no time. Almost no time means very less time, within very short period of time. Poised beyond her years, the Siberian-born teenager took just 4 years as a professional to reach the pinnacle. Poised, she looked more beyond her years. Beyond her age, she looked totally mature and different. The Siberian born, she was, as we can see, she was born in Siberia, very, very cold deserts of Russia. Teenager, she took just 4 years. Yes, like Santosh Yadav, and she reached the pinnacle. Pinnacle means on the top of some particular thing or on heights. Here related to the most successful point, the highest pointed piece of rock, or here it is the most successful point in her career. Then look at the next. Here we can see the picture, as well as I would like to show you more pictures of her. Let's see the pictures. You can see Maria Sharapova. I'll share few pictures of her with you. This is how she looked when she was young, still holding the tennis racket with lots and lots of tennis balls. Let's move further. The second paragraph. Moreover, the rapid ascent in a fiercely competitive world began 9 years before with the level of sacrifice few children would be prepared to endure. Little Maria had not yet celebrated her 10th birthday when she was packed off to train in the United States. That trip to Florida with her father Yuri launched her on the path to success and stardom. But it also had required a heart-wrenching 2-year separation from her mother Yelena. The latter was compelled to stay back in Siberia because of visa restrictions. The 9-year-old girl had already learned an important lesson in life, that tennis excellence would come only at a price. Now let's look at the explanation. However, the rapid ascent. Rapid means very, very fast. Ascent means the climbing, the increase, the rise in her career graph in a fiercely competitive. Today's world is fiercely competitive. It has a strong competition, wild competition that began 9 years before with a level of sacrifice that few children would be prepared to endure. Endure means to suffer patiently without any complaints. Endure. So let's see that which sacrifice she was able to, she had to manage with. Heart-wrenching separation she had from her mother. She had to stay apart from her mother. Let's see. Endure. Endure means to manage with suffering with patience, not complaining about the sufferings. So let's see here further. Few children would be able to make this sacrifice as Maria had to make. Little Maria had not even celebrated yet her 10th birthday. Means she was not totally 10 years, but she had to pack off from Siberia in Russia to get the tennis training in the United States. And that trip to Florida was with her father. Her father's name was Yuri. And Yuri and she, that is father and daughter, they both launched her to the path to success and stardom. From there, her stars started towards the success and stardom. She was about to go there to reach this pinnacle of tennis, to train herself for playing tennis. But this also required a heart-wrenching. Heart-wrenching means very, very sad separation from her mother as her mother Yelena. Her mother's name was Yelena. She was not allowed to go due to some visa issues and problems. So she had to stay back in Siberia, and father daughter were allowed to move to Florida. The latter means here her mother. She was compelled to stay back in Siberia because of visa restrictions. The 9-year-old girl had already learnt that if we want something, we should be always ready to pay some price, some sacrifice for it, for the same. So here the sacrifice was, first of all, a little girl who loved her mother so dearly, she was to be separated from her mother. Now see the paragraph number 3. I used to be so lonely, Maria Sharapova recalls. I missed my mother terribly. My father was working as much as he could to keep my tennis training going, so he couldn't see me either. Very, very small yet important paragraph. She says about herself that she used to be very lonely as her mother was not there. Mother was not with her, and father had to manage the expenses. For that, he must have worked hard day and night. So she could not give time either, as he had to keep the tennis train going of Maria. Her father had to manage all the expenses, so father also was not able to meet her often. Number 4th paragraph. Because I was so young, I used to go to bed at 8 p.m. The other tennis pupils would come in at 11 p.m. and wake me up order me to tidy up the room and clean it. What does this paragraph say? She was very young, so she slept in the room which may have been shared by few other girls in some hostel, and she was very young and she slept early as 8 p.m. At night. But other tennis players, they came at 11 p.m. in the night and they ordered her to clean the room and tidy it in the middle of the night. We can say that she must have faced ragging by her seniors, but she had to manage with everything to become a great tennis player, to achieve her goal. Instead of letting that depress me, I became more quietly determined and mentally tough. I learned how to take care of myself. I never thought of quitting because I knew what I wanted. When you come from nothing and you have nothing, then it makes you very hungry and determined. I would have put up with much more humiliation and insults than that to steadfastly pursue my dream. Instead of letting this ragging and other difficulties, discomforts depress her, make her low, surrender to life's circumstances, but she became more quietly determined, very, very steadfast, very determined, and mentally she became very, very strong. She learnt herself, taking care of herself. She never thought of quitting or stopping, giving up from there, because she knew that what she wants from life. She came from nothing. She had no big background. She had no godfather with her who could help her all through the adversities of life. She had no money. She had nothing, and she also came from nothing. Then that made her power hungry and hungry for making herself a big tennis player to achieve the goals which she wants. Hungry and determined. I would have put up with much more humiliation. She says that I was ready to bear much more humilities and much more insults, but still she was she was not ready to leave her dream. She was so steadfast that she was ready to pursue or continue with her dream. She was very steadfast in that, strongly and without stopping. Okay. Now let's see ahead. Humiliation. Can you see the meaning of humiliation here? Somebody makes you feel embarrassed or shame in front of any public and makes you look stupid, appear stupid. So this kind of humiliations were faced by her. So let's end this video, first video of Maria Sharapova here, and we'll soon meet in the next video. Till that time, learn well. Bye bye.